especially if you do that in front of all the other bumblebees, wig right the fuck out. Anyway, all right.
So we need a couple cloves of garlic. Find a good one here.
Do you want me to cut some more parsley up?
No, that'll be good.
That'd be all right. There's a lot more of that shit cooking. It'd be okay.
On those onions.
That's garlic, eh?
That's garlic.
That's handy against a lot of undead creatures, apparently.
I betcha.
As a matter of fact, what are you doing with that garlic? You can eat that.
Today we're not eating it.
That's wasteful. I'm not into wasteful food.
You already had tomato tops here. You can eat the stems of the parsley. Who needs a compost when they have this guy?
And how many nutrients am I getting into my body? Tell you what, Internet, you do the research. Who's getting the best out of this meal?
Since my handy little measuring cup that also measures dry goods seems to have disappeared somewhere.
Yeah, I was doing something with it. I don't know where it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna press the garlic on top of the breadcrumbs, and there are some
garlic
presses that are really
and you
good.
can use this to keep back vampire birds.
Do not require a knife to take the bits off. And we'll scoop the parsley into there.
You got a lot of tools here, man. That's like a garlic press, eh?
Okay, so let's mix.
See this here? You can eat this. This is all good stuff. This is all the skin of the garlic, or not? I have to cut it off. Okay.
So we'll just mix up the parsley and the garlic and the breadcrumbs together. And we're going to add it to the onions once they're browned a little bit more than they are right now.
There's something to be said for hot food. Anything warm generally tastes better. Like if I had to eat me a bunch of rations, like a whole bunch of really bad rations that were rotting and stuff, I'd at least make sure they were warm. You know, because you can pretty much eat anything when it's warm. I could probably eat a car if it was warm.
Okay, so I put some olive oil in there.
Right.
We're going to be heating this back up a little bit.
Right.
Because we're going to be putting the tomatoes in there face down just to kind of seal up the tops of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that parsley, you want to scoop that out of there and just watch the blades.
You just gave me a thing with razor blades and asked me if I wanted to lick that. You see that?
Here.
No, man.
No blades. No blades. How are those onions coming? No.
Oh, yeah. This pan's got Teflon on it, so you're not supposed to use her.
No, and also when you're browning onions, you have to make sure that all of the onions get brown, not
Don't
just
get in the way of the
bottom
cameraman.
layer,
Turn yourself the other
not
way.
just the bottom layer getting burnt.
It seems that cooking, there's a lot to it. You got to know how to do a bunch of stuff, and it looks like a pretty big time commitment to get involved with the whole cooking thing. In fact, I would say it probably takes too much time to get this involved to make crazy Italian dishes, unless you happen to enjoy the pastime of cooking. Furthermore, if you tried to cook for yourself as a wog, you would starve to death before you managed to get enough food into your body in order to sustain the time necessary to cook. So be aware of that. If you're going to attempt to do any cooking, make sure you have at least a couple bags of IMPs nearby so you can make it through to the end product.
Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll put some of them in here.
The tomatoes?
Yeah.
Face down, right?
Face down.
So,
Maybe I'll put one more in there.
I guess this was really popular one time, cooking, eh? Like, they used to be cooking shows and stuff, and everyone used to, like, go out and buy fresh food and stuff. And they'd do that a lot. They'd cook and spend time together as families.
Okay, now we're adding the breadcrumbs and stuff into the... Yeah, you shouldn't start your cooking when you're hungry. You should, prepare a little ahead of time. Because ideally, these are really basic dishes. And the zucchini should only take about 15 minutes to do. And this total, even with cooking time, should only take a maximum of half an hour.
4 minutes later, you can be enjoying a hot MRE ration pack.
Or a highly nutritious, you know what's in it, meal. It's pretty simple. Like, really, how much did we do? We didn't grab out our mixer or anything
Time.
like that.
Time.
All we used was blades and
Yeah, but wogs don't have time for this stuff. You got a huge investment here to cook, man. Like huge. We got like this pot's got to be worth $50. You know, we got a stove, we got power,
Well, they don't have
we got all
to-
this lighting and everything. I mean, I can make this in a ditch
well, that's what I said. This is for
when you're not inside your house.
a certain place, certain time. So yeah, I'm not
Well,
expecting
when are you
this to
supposed to-
occur when you're out,
when are you
know,
supposed to
in
cook
the
then?
middle of the wilderness on some kind of foray. And so now what we're gonna do is
Hey, that lemon makes zucchinis taste different, eh?
yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. So these, you want to give me a hand with that or what? Are these hot?
They're a bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just season them with a little bit of pepper. Looks good. And then what we're gonna do is
Comes in a
we're
big canister.
put this on top. No, this already has
A little bit.
seasoning in it. Go away. And then we're gonna put this in the oven and let those brown.
Normally I would like to have cheese on something like that, but then I recently found out that all cheese is essentially snot, blood, and mucus that's mixed together and congealed into like a scab-like form with disease spreading through it in the form of bacteria. So cheese is actually kind of bad. So is most milk and dairy. All of it, in fact. It's loaded with hormones and generally is pretty much toxic for you.
Okay. So the tomatoes are done. Hopefully all is well. Smells good. Delicious. So there they are.
Right.
What do you think? Excuse me.
They're
I'm gonna pop these in and heat these
tomatoes.
just a little.
What are we doing with them?
I'm gonna eat them.
Oh, so they're
What
ready
do you
to...
normally do with tomatoes?
Well, I don't know, man, because like, you know, I don't. There's no start-finish point. I don't really know. Like maybe you're gonna do a witch doctor dance or something on them right now.
Sure.
I'm sure I'm gonna be getting the mail about that IMP thing.
Let's do this one.
That's an awful lot of work just for that little bit of food, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's all about the flavor.
The flavor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about here.
Nutritional value.
Yeah, but it's so little. There's not much there. I'm like 220 pounds. Can you increase the portions or
You
what?
can certainly increase the portions. Like, recipes aren't set in stone. You can alter it and change it however you want to.
Hmm.
It's a matter of personal taste.
They are good though.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So this is pretty much how the cooking thing works, is way of how sane people do it. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between the cooking with sane people and insane people. I mean wogs. And then we'll be able to see what we like to do best. So thanks for tuning in.
So you say you gotta know why the world goes around, and you can't find the truth in the things you found, and you're scared shitless cause evil abounds. Come join us. Well, I heard you were looking for a place to fit in, for